Hello!
Hello.
Hello.
Hello there.
Welcome to episode 2. Only 2. God, so much longer to go. In Adventures in Exandria. Last week, the party all met each other, etc., etc., and the recap can be brought to you by D5. Oh yeah, we're down one Rev today because he's living it up in Thailand, living it up big time.
Crazy.
Number 2.
Hey, he's on a job.
Howdy.
That's what they all say. Oh, they're working at the moment, so they can't make it.
Last week's recap will be brought to you by Katie.
Oh, well, good thing I have my notes.
You brought your notes on board. Excellent.
Oh, she did.
An iPad of notes, yeah.
It is nothing if not efficient.
Although it's not very Spike to have notes, but Katie has notes. So. Okay, so we start in the pub in the Siren Sip on the Menagerie Coast. 3 strangers come and sit on our table. Rev is a bit unsure. He's like, fuck off, we're meeting someone important, don't sit on our table. But eventually they manage to ingratiate themselves with our group. Turns out it's a guy called Rafe, who's a half-elf, a lady called Gwen, and an elven lady called Meira? How do I pronounce it? Meira, thank you.
Meira.
So we chat for them for a little bit. Soulia tells the story again of how we saved the wine, much heroics involved. Rafe tells their story that they found a dead bloke with an amulet on his body saying that it was a gift for the Marquise, as the man couldn't make the birthday party, something about slaughtering goblins. We're at the time, we're having a little drink, casting out with them. We're waiting for the Marquise to come visit us because we sent off Finley to go get him. The Marquis shows up. He's very refined, very charming. Orders some really good wine. He's called Hector Sylvia. Is that it?
Soliva.
Saliva.
Soulia tells the story again. He doesn't get it quite right, but fortunately Spike is there to accompany it with some musical impetus, and that assists greatly. It goes quite well. We make it sound like Finley is the hero. Rafe tells the Marquise their story, and he's grateful for that. The Marquise decides to pay us each 100 gold and invites us to the party, his birthday party that he's having the day after tomorrow, as his personal guests. We get given we're going to get sent back with some invitations, or I think he's got invitations for 3 of us, and he's going to have some people turn up with more invitations.
It's been done. It got done last night.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So everyone's got their invitations. The dress code is fancy, although he tells us we can just come as we are, and then he pays for our pub stay. So we all stay the night there. Spike gets pretty... Oh yeah, Soulia and Spike decide to get on stage again and give another performance, and off the back of that, Spike is very excited and stays at the bar and drinks as late as possible, but amazingly manages to pull through and not be too exhausted the next day.
Legend.
Not bad.
Legend only.
Back in the day.
So your current position is breakfast time at the Sirens.
Oh yeah, she just ordered a
Tavern.
full fry-up, I remember.
Yeah.
All fry-ups all round. I won't move you to the Siren Sip. I'll move you to the other map instead. I'll hit the music. Game update. There's a button. I've made it for people. If you either press... Huh?
Where's the
You
button?
go, I'll just watch the question.
If you either press 5 or click the little clover icon in your macro bar, it'll tell you who currently has inspiration and who does not, which is very, very nice. Little tick symbol if you got it.
Oh yeah, very good.
The clover in the macro bar.
I can't
Yes,
see
bottom.
Click 5.
No? You got a bar at the bottom? Like a WoW
I'm
action
very
bar?
small laptop, but the
Yes.
5 definitely works.
Yeah, 5
Whoa.
also.
Okay, I'll just open up the code.
Oh, what?
Hey,
What's happened to you?
Kate just trolled me. She just said it's F5.
I didn't. I said
No, not
yes.
F5, 5. Just 5.
She said F5. You just trolled me.
It's all F4 actually, if you want to get
see
through.
that Spike, Rev, and Meira are inspired.
Oh,
Yes, correct.
you just trolled me.
I said press 5.
Yeah, quick question. Phelan, did you say it was a large city, a small large city, a small...
Yeah, it's fairly large. Score, I can't remember exactly how many people, but I think it's around the 20,000 mark or so. It's a port city, as most of the cities on, like the main cities of the Menagerie Coast are. So Sorry, let me get out the map a minute, just so I can remind myself exactly.
As Gwen was trying to describe where we'd come from last week, we realised that Nicodranus is bigger.
It is indeed, yeah. So around 12,000 people, maybe a bit more at this point, because obviously the upcoming event that is going on. But yeah, let's play your little seaside town, I guess. And the day is yours.
Oh, by the way, don't click 5 lots of times.
I mean, it's not going to work. Also, important note about that window: just like check it and then close it, and then if you want to find out again, then open it because it doesn't live refresh. It's not. Yeah, it doesn't have state or anything. So.
Got it.
But yes, you are in the Siren's Sip. Breakfast is being had currently.
All the mechanics of roleplay. Is Rev joining us, or is he unwell?
Rev will join you. Yeah, I will play him if anything major happens, but mostly he will be controlled by me. So no asking. Hey, Rev, what are your deep darkest secrets?
Yeah. Rev, give me all your gold.
I will tell you to fuck off. In my best sort of Russian accent, I will tell you to fuck off.
Hey, Rev, give me all your armor.
It's like Charlie's still here.
I only have 1 episode of voice reference, maybe 2.
Okay, so dudes, what are we doing?
Well,
I'm thinking some new threads for this party.
I agree.
or as boring as it sounds, I need to head to this flower shop first thing.
Oh yeah, I was going to come to the flower shop with you. Oh, sorry. Sorry,
yeah.
I forgot where I came from then.
Did you just go a bit Irish?
No, I would never do such a bloody ridiculous thing.
Oh.
What is Irish?
Bit of it. Well, good point. I've had too much to drink last night. Which is very Irish of me.
Dude, you're telling me.
Are you feeling okay?
Yes, Spike, you really went for it last night, is what I heard. How you feeling?
Spiky.
I mean, I'm feeling pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah. All good, man. I can handle it.
Yeah, clearly. I'm surprised.
Mike, perhaps you
You're
and
so
I
tiny.
can...
Dude,
Perhaps you and I
don't
can
get at me like
venture-
that, man. I'm not tiny.
Well, you know what I mean.
Only in
You're a bit
stature,
shorter.
not in talent.
Perhaps you and I could venture to the clothes shop together, Spike.
Yeah, dude. Sounds good, man.
I was thinking about going dressed as I am. What do you think?
I might brush my
What are you
hair.
wearing? What are you wearing?
I'm kind of... Well, I don't
He's
really...
He's taking it.
I'm wearing like leather armor with a kind of fancy pauldrons that are made out of like leather skins, animal skins. I'm not really for these kind of parties or things like that. That's not really my thing. So I'm just happy to skulk in the background and see if there are any pretty girls.
Ugh.
This doesn't sound nice.
Why is this? Like, are we that woke that actually a character she's wanting to have sex is
It's
actually
more
like seen as
using the
inappropriate?
word skulking
Yeah,
and
do you
then
wanna-
for pretty
Yeah,
You're
girls.
it's
such a
totally with
bunch
you,
of
like,
lefty assholes.
Dude, if you see any pretty girls, like, send them my way, man. Like, that sounds great. We should do that.
Nice. Maybe you can be my
You
wingman.
described it as I would
You can be my wingman.
Maybe we can
Not
be each
that I
other's
fucking
wingman.
then fine,
I
but
was just skulking trying to look for girls. I was trying to stand in the background. I don't want to stand with these fancy folk. I don't like their drinks and their food. It just tastes like shite.
I imagine most of the women who will be attending will be those fancy girls, those fancy royalty. So
If I know my fancy girls, they like a bit of rough. I'll probably do right tonight.
I think you're probably right.
aye.
I'm gonna
A
go.
bit of
in
Rafe
what
or a
I'm
bit of
wearing.
Rafe?
Why exactly?
I'm gonna go in what I'm wearing. I might brush my hair. I've got some silver jewelry in my pouch. I guess I could wear that.
I think you look grand.
Probably just polish what I'm wearing and make sure it's nice and clean and all the rest of it.
I think you all look grand. Frankly, we should just turn up, do our thing, and make some friends and see where it takes us. First of all, I have to go and get this flower, because otherwise, what's the point of me being here?
Well, you're going flowers with
Right.
with Gwen.
Yes.
Are you coming with me? Or
I'll come with you.
Yeah,
That's fine.
nice.
I would actually like to visit the temple at some point. I might do that
will
this
also like to
afternoon
visit.
or this evening as dusk falls.
Sure, I'll come with you to see that. I've never been to a temple myself. Sounds fun.
You might
Dutch,
find
I wanna
quite
go-
enlightening.
I'd like to go ask the barman some questions if he's around.
What kind of questions? Oh no, I went Irish. What kind of questions? No, that's it again. I went even more Irish. Shit.
What kind of questions to be sure?
Hurdy.
Hacking it.
Barman is there. Yes,
Way
he's
go. There we go.
the same
There we go.
the same
That's
dwarf
fair.
gentleman from before.
Okay. Okay, so I walk up to the bar. I'm like, dude, like, is there anywhere that, like, adventurers, like, post jobs? Is that, like, a thing?
Adventurers post jobs, he says.
Yeah, like, you know, if there's, like, an adventurer coming through town and they might, like, find a job board, or, like, is there a guild for adventurers, or... I'm trying to find someone who's, like, a bona fide fucking badass adventurer, and I'm wondering if she'd, like... call in anywhere. You know what I mean, dude?
He thinks for a while. In all honesty, I'd think that if you're a good and solid adventurer, you'd be out adventuring. I don't know of anyone personally that's been out and about and telling tales that aren't just complete bullshit. No, sorry, I can't think of anything like to say.
Alright, no worries, man.
I mean, really, the only real jobs around here are either labouring in the plum groves for wine, or deck hands on boats, unless you have build up that sailor kind of pathway. Yeah, I'm sure we get many adventurers come through, but mostly they're in and out. And specifically at this time, most of the people here are going to be the highborn noble folk or guests of the Marquise.
And Dodge, are there a lot of people? Are there a lot of pubs in this place, or is this like one of a few amount of pubs?
Oh, major city, so many.
Many pubs. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, of all types of flavour.
Okay, that's fine.
Shall we perhaps? What time is it now?
Middle of the morning.
Shall we perhaps meet back here at midday, and then you and I can head to the temple, Gwendolyn?
Yeah, absolutely. That'd be lovely. I have
Settles
defeated.
it.
I will be honest. The temple of the astral kind is definitely best seen at dusk after the sun has set.
Ah, I thought it was a multi-faith temple. My apologies.
You're very welcome to join me, though.
Happily.
It's quite a sight. You can make a great story about it, maybe, or
Ah,
or a wonderful song.
Perhaps I will.
Okay.
Very well then.
I think
Shall
we're
we
all
meet back
reasonably.
here at midday.
Right.
I think I'm reasonably sure he's going to make a long story out of this.
Yes, I think.
I'm reasonably sure. Sounds great though. That's cool.
I'm gonna hang back and chat to the barman, but I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys in a bit. I'm looking for this person, and I think it's better if I just do it on my own.
Alright. Are you going to tell us that?
You
yeah,
do
I
you.
told you that.
Oh.
The, Rafe and Gwen know I'm looking for somebody in Felin. But I honestly think it's a waste of your time, and you have things to do. So you guys go, and I'll see if I can find any leads.
Fine.
And if there's any leads that are useful and I think I could do with some backup, then obviously I'll include you.
Well, love you too. I mean, love you too. Alright.
Okay, so the split of the party will be. Is it?
We're already breaking up.
Yeah, fully break up straight away. Danger. Who's going? Who's going to the Nymph's Nectar? Who's going to the clothes shop that they can find? And who's going to
Me.
stay here?
I'm going to the Nymph's Nectar.
Oh my.
Clothes.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Meira's staying.
Where are you from, Gwen?
Which does
I
make
think we
sense.
may have spent too much time with you, Rafe.
Rev will
I can hear you.
follow-
I have my headphones back on, so I can't hear you.
Rev will follow to the Nymph's Nectar, so we will start with yes, Rev will join. I will join you. I'm interested to see this flowery shop or whatever you're looking for.
Didn't take you long for being interested in flowers, Rev.
I just want to see what this Rafe is looking for.
Right.
Okay, we will start with the clothes shop adventure, which will be Spike and Soulia, I guess. So you leave the Siren Sip into Phelan. Let's get you over there. No, I didn't. I just fucked up. You will see a picture of Phelan, but not right now. You head out. Where do you go?
Is there like a main broad a main shopping drag, like a strip of the town?
Yeah, so there's a very main marketplace kind of area. You ask one of the nearby guards, big, 6'5", massive guard person with a thick beard, human looking, and he says, "Well, a clothes shop you're looking for?" Yeah, I know. If you go to the marketplace and hang a left, you'll see. Oh, and he goes, "Hey, what's the name of that place?" And there's a younger, kind of smaller man, and he just kind of sighs and kind of looks up, and it's the Phelan's fancy. I can't remember. You'll see it. It's impossible to miss. Just go down there. It's the one draped in all sorts of fabric and stuff. It's impossible.
Cool.
Cheers, dude.
No worries. You head off that way, and it takes a while. It's a good half-hour walk. As you walk through, the city is bustling. There's lots of people running around, lots of, all weird, wonderful things going on. Decoration of the streets is quite clear. There's people putting up, makeshift-looking buntings and things. There are mages of the kind of apprentice variety. They're kind of setting magical lights, off to be permanent for the show. It's pretty fanciful affair. And like I said about sorry, Kyle.
Can we talk whilst we walk? Because I want to ask Soulia some questions.
Yeah, sure.
Please.
Okay. Yo, dude, where did you get so fucking awesome at talking? That shit is off the chain, man. Are you trained in that?
No. Since I can remember, I have always spoken this way.
Just so I'm clear, Soulia's quite young, even though he has a grand voice, right?
I believe Soulia described himself as around 30 looking-ish.
Okay.
From memory.
Yeah, but that I can only remember up to last year.
Oh yeah. So you can't remember? Okay. Well, we had a cool thing going. People
We
loved
did.
us last night. It was good, man.
I think so too. I think it was very good, and I would be happy to play with you again.
Yeah. Likewise. What kind of clothes are we gonna get? We're gonna get some fancy shit.
Well, my dear friend Dirk Simbleby always said, if you're going to a place to impress, then you must impress yourself. So I hope that we will find...
What kind of philosopher was it?
I feel like Peter's playing an NPC. He's role playing against something that it's not real. Are you? Is this Chat GPT? Is John
Is this really Pete? Is this just
a
AI
reading off a
Pete?
script.
Why do you think I got the new camera?
You're not there at all.
Lucy and I are in the hospital right now.
Very impressive.
Well, what was the question? I can't remember what you asked.
Sorry.
Let's just get to the clothes shop.
Yes, the clothes shop. Well, I think we must dress fancy. It would be what is expected of us, even if the Marquis says otherwise.
Okay. Yeah, man.
Select your chat option now.
Okay, so it takes around half an hour, as I said, to kind of cruise through all of the the thoroughfare and go to the marketplace. The city is bustling, very busy. And eventually you come across it, and like the younger guard did say to you, pretty impossible to miss. It's a grand-looking two-story structure with like red linen cloth that has just been like pulled down, and almost in like tent style, it's been pulled down and pegged in, and it surrounds basically all of it. It really sticks out in the kind of area around, and has definitely been made an effort. And above the shop entrance double doors that are gilded inlaid, there is a quite long sign that says, "Welcome to Phelan's Fantastical Fancies and Fashions."
Lovely.
I believe this is the place.
Yeah, man, I think you're right.
Don't run too far ahead of him because he'll start the escort quest thing and run right to the beginning.
He'll just keep walking into the wall.
Thank you for taking me here, dear adventurer. Here, some gold as a reward.
Okay, we go.
Stop!
In,
You violated the law! Okay, you go in. So you open up the doors. As you open, there's a little ding-a-ling-a-ling as the bell goes off as you enter, and you come across a quite I'm gonna have a picture for you in a minute. A quite fancy-looking clothes shop, essentially. It goes back like candlelit, and it goes back quite far with a number of various outfits and anything you could really take your fancy. And as you enter, there's a desk on the left-hand side. Behind it is this hard to tell on age, but looks quite old and stern-looking elf woman. She's got like really tiny glasses, kind of like grey and pulled back hair, and just looks down at you. It's like, "Can I help you, dear?"
My dear, I and my friend here have been traveling the road for many a long time. We require some new clothes for the Marquis's ball.
You and everyone else, of course. What is it that particularly takes your fancy?
Perhaps we could have a look at your special collection.
She kind of like chuckles a little bit to herself. As
Persuasion.
My special.
Like, is there like racks of clothes and colours? Is it like pretty basic shit, or is it like all ball gowns and velvet?
It's everything up and in between, from like gowns and like quite nice looking dresses, all the way to like noble clothing of. And, it's pretty high end, I'd say, for this place.
And is it one of those shops where they have like, it's like lots of spaces and there's like very few clothes because you feel like everything's super expensive, or is it like jam packed like TK Maxx?
It's both. It's jam packed full of what looks to be really expensive shit. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, cool. Noted.
My special collection, dear, you say? Well, it depends on what exactly your price range would be.
What is the price range of the special collection, my dear?
Well, she kind of...
You kind of notice that I'm sort of, ever so slightly mimicking her in the way that she's speaking.
Well, nose up, like...
He's a mimic.
Depending on what you are looking for, you may find anything from fanciful looking coats to kind of looks down at Spike and go, dresses or ball gowns for the halfling, anywhere in the region of 300 to 200,000 gold pieces.
But my dear, we do not know what we are looking for. We are simply trying to find amicable clothing for the ball.
Can I look around the shop? Is there anything like in black? Is there like a black section?
Oh yeah, well, it's not a section of the black clothing, but it's done by. In all honesty, it's done by wealth / what you can afford. This is this is the bargain bin discount, even though not discount section. There's a upper like terraced floor with the I wouldn't even bother going up there kind of section. Yeah, there's
Because
there's
it's too
a
expensive or because it's too cheap?
no too expensive.
Okay, Spike's gonna go to like the one up from bargain bucket and look for some black stuff. Stuff in
Sure.
black.
And I will
And for
be aiming
Soulia?
towards the 50, 75, 80 gold at a push section.
Okay. For this, you kind of gonna have to describe to me what you want to like kind of grab hold of. So Soulia, let's start with you. What are you looking for in particular?
I am looking for like white robes. Yes, with a gold lace coming down the front and gold trim on the wrists and gold trim on the back, like on the collar as well. I'm wary that I'm speaking items of clothing next to a costume maker, which is making me I'm worried that I could say something wrong and she's gonna be like, "What?"
So you want to look like an Arabic sheikh.
It's your roleplay, babe.
I kind of do want to look like an Arabic sheikh. Yeah. Actually,
That can definitely be achieved.
yeah.
So you start looking around and you do find this kind of this like robe coat kind of ensemble.
like elegant,
There is.
but also like robust. Like it's not going to fall apart as soon as I.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know, step in
And
the first bit.
following you around isn't the woman that greets you, but a younger looking gnome kind of gentleman who kind of scurries around the place. And this man appears to be the actual, worker of the shop. He's kind of running around with a measuring device over his shoulders and just sweating, running around. It's like that would look great on you, sir. Maybe need to take in a little bit on the legs and perhaps a little bit on the waist, but I think it'll look glorious. You said you were going to the Marquis's upcoming event of his birthday.
Aye.
Who the fuck? Shit, who the fuck? Where'd that guy? That guy's back! No, he can't, no! I mean, yeah, we could sort that out. It's not going to take very long if I just, pin this in this here. We can have that, tailor-made to fit.
And how much would it cost, my friend?
He looks over at the elven woman. So, it'll be 65 gold pieces for that piece that you're wearing.
I put my hand on his shoulder and say, "Thank you."
Way down here.
Yeah. I kneel down. I'll go to his height. I go to his level. Thank you for taking the time to fit me, my friend.
Oh, it's no problem. It's my job. It's I'll come in here and we'll measure you out and do it now. 28 takes you into a little side room, and as Soulia goes in, Spike. What? I'm waiting for this. What are you looking for?
Spike is looking for some kind of jacket. She's looking for a jacket to wear over her existing stuff. She would like it to be structured shoulders, like shoulder pads going on. Maybe if not glitter, then some kind of sparkliness about it. Like a sharp cut, black, glittery jacket with some big shoulder pads. And if it's got some buckles on it, that would be good as well.
And remind me, you have a T-shirt on it that says something. What's the thing again?
It's a picture of a morning star, and it says "Rise and shine, bitches" across my T-shirt.
Yes. So, you do spend some time
to match that T-shirt, basically, because I think the T-shirt is epic. So, and definitely the vibe I'm going for.
You spend some time looking around, and you do eventually find, although it is a little bit long, that you do find a leather kind of black jacket with shining. It's not fully silvery or sparkling or whatever, but there are sparkling wavy patterns going through it. And as you describe it to the woman, she's like, "We can add some buckles and straps if you wish, and
oh my
perhaps..."
god, this is totally fucking sick, man. Yes, more straps, more buckles, abso-fucking-lutely. Yes. How much?
Sick, quite.
Yeah.
And for the other upper half of your costume, your attire, what will you be wearing in replacement for that?
This, I look fucking epic. The jacket's perfect. Works amazing.
She would say some things to herself in Elven. Very well, if that
Do I
is your...
understand Elven? Let me just check that.
I don't know, do you?
I don't know. Languages. No, I don't think I do. I can't tell, but no, I don't think I have a
For you, for some reason, languages aren't on your character sheet at all.
Yeah,
Which is interesting. I'd have to go...
I can't remember. I don't know if
I
I
speak
can Elven or
Elvish.
not.
None of us have
Well,
been able
you-
to understand you this whole time.
Yeah, mine is on under attributes, the left.
Yes, there's.
Yeah,
I've clicked
but
that,
there's
it's not.
for some
it's not
reason
filled
hers
in.
aren't there, and I don't know why. We'll have to figure it out. But let's say, for the
Assume I
minute,
don't understand it.
yeah, you don't for right now. Maybe you'll pick it up in a few hours' time, fully, and be fluent.
Maybe. Suddenly.
And she'll say, "Very well, miss. Yes, I can. It'll take a little bit of time to adjust it to fit and add the extra buckles that you desire, but it can be arranged. For the extra work, we'll call it 75 gold pieces."
Okay, sure. Sounds good.
Very well. If you return sometime this afternoon, we will have the adjustments made. May I please take a name?
Spike.
Of course. Spike. Very well.
What's your name?
Oh, my name is Yavanna Anthaneth.
How do you spell that?
Oh god. I'll just copy and paste it to you. Yeah. Fuck that.
Right,
There you go.
Everyone's really into this campaign. We want to write everyone's names
I need to
down.
write
Yeah, that's fine. You know, when you're fighting demons with her in episode 120, you know, it might become really...
You never know.
Yeah,
Well,
you never know.
what's going to come back to haunt us.
She could be the new Gilmore.
And she doesn't sell magical things. Well, maybe she does, but she doesn't. Well, maybe.
Where did you type it?
In Discord.
Oh. Okay.
I can also
pull up
type it in.
Discord, when I pull up the Discord chat, the thing that comes up is the sex chess gif.
Oh, excellent.
A while back.
I don't know why I sent
From
that to you.
from November. I don't know why. Yeah, there we go. I've just pressed play on it. It's just as glorious as it always was.
It's the best gif of all time. It's the best gif of all time. Change my mind.
Okay, cool. Well, I think we're done.
Very well. I will.
When do we have to go back?
This afternoon for you, Soulia. It takes. Yeah, he does the measurements and he says this will take me a little bit of time, but if you can come back with your friend this afternoon, we'll have it ready for you. That's fine.
Of course. And I slip him a gold piece.
Oh, there's no need for that, my friend. And he'd hand it back to you.
Your generosity is unparalleled, my boy. Thank you. And I hold his hand and I firmly grip it thank you.
He looks a little bit awkward,
Right.
but he'll be like, okay, well, I'll get on this right away.
Can I
You
try
too?
and high five him?
Well, the gnome gentleman. Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
He'll be like,
Hold my hand
okay,
up. Expecting a high
and
five.
slowly go. It's not a good high five, but he goes for it.
I give him a nod, and off we go.
Cool. Right, we'll
Okay.
go. Bye.
Okay, so a few hours have been spent by Team Balin's Fantastical Fancies and Fashions, and have gone to get their clothing. So Team Nymph's Nectar, which will be Rafe, Gwen, I believe, and NPC Rev, are back at the pub and head out shortly following these guys. What do you do?
Well, we're heading. Do you want to head straight to the flower shop? Are you okay with
Absolutely,
doing
that's
that?
absolutely fine. I'm quite interested in the flower shop, to be honest. See if I can get any good, get a good herbs. See if I'm getting good herbs.
Are there such things? Well, I mean,
I don't know.
the frost loaders is pretty helpful. Have you heard of spells or anything, concoctions that can help with sore bones and joints and things?
I don't know. Have I?
What was the question? Sorry.
Have I heard of various concoctions and herbs that can help in healing?
Healing potions are
Healing.
pretty commonly known.
Or like key components to healing potions?
Make me a nature check.
I'm not sure if I'm trying to make a healing potion.
Nature's not a strong point, but medicine is.
Oh my
No,
god.
I have not.
Oh no, it's a natty 1, which means I take inspiration from one of you. Luckily, I have this convenient button that lets me see you've got it now.
Who gets screwed?
So-
Click number 5.
It will be Meira. I'm sorry, you lose your inspiration for the natural
sorry,
one.
that
Really
feels,
could have done
feels
with
so mean.
I wish I
What
never
an
asked that
accident.
question.
I'm like sat at the bar and all of a sudden feel like a tiny
feel
Less
uninspired.
inspiration.
I feel like asking that question has just caused some sort of cosmic damage somehow. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Right,
Oh,
just head to the shop.
You just
Rip.
changed my character sheet. I was mid-writing notes and I've just lost them.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I clicked the inspiration loss button. That's my bad.
I don't know.
Ref, why are you coming with us? What's his name?
Oh, I thought-
Ref.
Rev.
Rev.
R-E-V.
Rev.
Ref.
Like revving an engine.
Rim.
Like a cart.
Yeah.
One of those carts with a big horse on.
What did you ask him?
Big Rev.
Why are you coming with us? Do you need something from where we're heading?
Well, it was either that or stay here, which I can't do Russian, which I don't want to do, or go to get clothes, and my clothes are fine. I hope. Maybe I'll change my mind by the start of next week.
It was Rev that knew about the flower, wasn't it?
Also, yes.
Yeah.
Right, well that's fair enough. I don't think I need to get any clothes either, so let's head off.
Maybe you need help as well to confirm exactly what you're looking for is the right thing.
No, that's very kind of you. That's a good point. I have no idea what I'm looking at. I'd imagine a frost lotus is going to be some sort of white flower. That's what you'd think, right? But
That's pretty much what it looks like, yes. White and blue.
that makes sense. Well, let's head off. So,
Okay.
Do we know where it is?
No, but you head out, and again, probably about 5 minutes after these guys, you finish up your breakfast, you head out, and the same quite large-looking guard man's there. You ask him, what are you asking?
Excuse me.
Oh, yeah.
Could you show us, point us in the right direction towards the local flower shop? I believe it's called the Nymph's Nectar. Is that, we're in the right place, right?
I rolled a nat 20. I get inspiration. Let's go! There's a look over his face that kind of studies you quite intently for a moment. Says, I know what that is, yes. Traditionally everyone thinks it's around the marketplace, but it's not. If you head down, and he points you in the direction of the street and says, if you head down this way for a bit, you'll see it. It's tucked away in an alleyway. Take this left and the second right, and you'll find it down there. You won't be able to miss it that much. It's the... I can't call it a house, but it's the establishment that is covered in ivy.
Alright. No, that's really helpful. Thank you very, very much.
Good luck.
Thank you. It's this way, guys. I want to point in this direction. This kind gentleman over here has suggested it's down here.
Alright then, thank you very much. That's very kind. Off we go.
Let's go!
Let's head
And
off.
you guys head off in that direction. Notably different from what the other guys saw heading towards the marketplace kind of area. Yeah, as you're heading to the Nymph's Nectar, you kind of go through the the more built-up kind of urban-y areas of Phelan. There's not much thoroughfare going on here. This is just, mostly where people appear to live in kind of mostly wooden-made houses and a little bit stacked on top of each other. This is, a city with a fair population, and it's kind of on the way to the shore, or to like the port kind of areas. And it is around 20 minutes walk or so, you do follow the guard's instruction, and then eventually you come across this. Its description was kind of right. It's not a house, but it's just kind of like a place that exists in this alleyway that is just, as you walk towards it, you can just see there's, wooden kind of structural bits, and then it is just fully covered in ivy. And you don't see a door.
What the hell? This is one of the strangest places I've ever seen.
Is that a door?
Alright, Texas now.
Yeah, right. I don't know what happened there.
Is there a door?
This is the craziest place I've ever seen.
I'm Dylan, this is the one. I couldn't find no door here. Shit, that's my next character voice. I'm doing it. It's mine. You can't have it, it's mine.
Is there a door under the ivy, do you think? Can you have a look? Should we have a look? Have a look.
I can't even remember how I speak now.
Make me an investigation check.
Who?
I'm so
All of us.
bad at this.
If you're both looking, then either roll both of you once, or roll with
You
advantage,
roll
one of
with
you.
advantage.
I'll roll with advantage then. Way! Not 20! Boom, 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 boom.
You can either gain inspiration yourself or pick someone else. You
I'm
don't
gonna
have
give it back
so
to
you can
Meira.
Oh wait, don't do a character sheet yet. Because save your notes first.
I'll give it back to
Okay,
Meira
so-
so she has this weird feeling of like inspiration again.
She's like, oh.
You didn't even know
Just-
it had gone from me.
She has a little dip of a low, and then 20 minutes later, it's like, actually, it's not too bad.
Feeling inspired again.
As you kind of weave your way through the ivy, you just you're going through and you're finding, bits of the structure underneath, and you're not really finding anything until you don't find a door, but there's just a very large hole. And as you kind of find it and say to your compatriots, oh, this must be the way in, you kind of dip in, and the ivy just continues through the hole and on the inside, and you come across. It didn't really do it justice because you can't AI generate something as crazy as this.
Alright, that's cool.
But you enter into this very strange kind of assortment of all things flora and fauna. There are shelves in this picture, but there's not so much handmade shelves, but shelves have been made from the plants that grow around, and there are various things in jars, some moving in strange ways. You swear that some of the plants notice your intrusion and kind of turn towards you,
Holy Mother Mary.
but there doesn't appear to be anyone in here.
It's a
I think
beautiful
that
image.
cactus might be looking at me.
Wow, cactus looking at you. That's a strange. I
Rev.
think he might be looking at me too.
Rev takes one poke head in, kind of looks around, is like, yeah, it's not for me. I'll wait outside.
Alright, well, if we don't come out soon, do please come and check on us. Just
I'll
in case
remember
we-
you fondly.
Cheers, Rev. That's helpful. Right,
I thought you'd changed your tune, but clearly you haven't.
He's alright.
Alright,
I've got his number.
is there anybody
Right.
in the shop?
Hello?
The shop
Hello?
appears empty, of people or anything.
Is anyone here? Hello?
What are the nearest plants to us? Can I bend down and have a look at the...
I wouldn't touch anything if I were you.
So you bend down to see this. It looks kind of small sunflowery, but the leaves are a red and green color. And you bend down to look at it, and one of the leaves on the stem just kind of moves up and slowly rocks back and forth towards you.
And do not touch anything.
I just say hello to it. Hello.
Don't interact with the flowers.
There's no reply from the flower because that would be freaky.
Can I
Right.
kind of do a dance and see if it follows me as I move?
It does
Christ.
follow you slowly, not as fast as
I'm
you
not
move,
super
but it
late,
does.
I'm not
Yeah,
Why did
it does
I know?
try and mimic your movements, where it's slowly, and it does some of its let's call them friends, also kind of join in the movement.
Look,
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
making the plants dance. Look at them.
What the hell, Gwen?
Just making the plants dance.
Yes, I see that.
Alright.
You're a
Sorry.
strange type.
I'll focus.
I don't want you to focus. You do what you gotta do. I gotta go and find this frost lotus.
I'll help
Accent's
you.
getting
I'll help
harder
you,
as it
alright?
gets.
I'll help you.
Help me. I need like a Northern Irish like linguist coach. Right, so hello, is anybody there?
Hello.
Jeez, well, if I just find it, do I take it? Or what's gonna happen?
Oh, I'm sure there's somebody here. You can't steal from the shop. That's
I don't
really
want to
naughty.
steal, I just...
Why do you look around the shelves? Can you see
Alright,
it?
I'll have a look. Maybe
I'll help you.
they turned into a flower or something?
Possibly. Maybe they're the dancing ones. Are there any other? Can we kind of slowly walk through the shop? Are there any other doors or are there rooms or?
Rafe, you're looking around, trying to like see anyone around or anything, and calling out. You don't see anything. Gwen, as you go to get up from the dancing kind of flowery thing that you've made, you go to stand up and you bump into something behind you, and you sharply turn around, and there is a creature behind you that is difficult to describe, made entirely of vines and leaves. There is like a kind of wooden mask over like where the face would be, with no holes in it. And as you kind of like bump back, it kind of jumps back quickly, look towards you, kind of cocks its head, and the wooden kind of bark mask would like form like a small mouth and be like, "Hello there."
Oh golly, you made me jump. You did. Hello, you move very quietly. I like.
You were dancing with the plants.
I was. Did you like it? Do you dance with the plants?
No,
Oh,
I've never tried it.
maybe you should. It was quite fun. It was quite nice having them all following me like this.
Who are you?
Well, my name is Gwendolyn, and this is my friend Rafe.
Gwendolyn.
That's right. Well done. And this is my friend Rafe.
I just sort of raise my hand in a wave. Good morning to
Good.
you.
Who
She'd
are you?
raise her hand up as well, and it's it mimics your your hand shape, but it is just kind of, there were no hands there before, but it was just kind of like a sort of spiky, clubby end of a hand, and as like the arm raises up, it just kind of like grows vines, leaves, flowers into like a hand shape, and like raises it up to mimic the movements. Rafe.
That's
Hello,
right.
what's can we ask what your name is? Do you have a name?
Name. No name.
What do they call you?
They call me Nymph.
That makes sense.
That really does
That
make
does
sense.
make sense. I get it now.
That's
That's
we
clever.
could
That's
have
clever,
guessed
that
that.
one.
That's sorry.
Nymph.
Can't-
Lovely to meet you, Nymph.
I'm kind of embarrassed actually, Gwen. That
Yeah.
we should have known.
We should have guessed.
We should have really
But you know, it's fine. It's fine.
It's well, Nymph, I've got a task for you. I've travelled long and far, and you look like quite the specimen to help me with my quest. Essentially, I'm looking for a flower called the frost lotus. Do you happen to have any?
The cold one. The frost lotus. I know this one.
Right.
I have one.
Just one?
Brilliant.
I feel
I
that's all
have. I have many, but you ask for one.
Right. Well, I believe one is all I need. I think. Or take as many as you have. I think. I might as well.
Do you know much
My
about
accent's-
frost lotus?
He's very cold. I know not where she from, but she does not belong here.
Well, actually, that is something I do know. I know they're from the greying wildlands up the north. So, it's a very long way away.
Do you talk to your plants?
Gwen, I think he might be a plant.
Or the other plant?
No, I think he might be one too.
I know.
Well, anyway, sorry, nymph. I
That's
just
rude.
didn't mean to be rude.
Very rude.
I'm sorry.
Well, talking is what we do now, but I don't talk normally.
Oh,
Do you feel the other plants? Do they have some way of telling you what they want?
and how they
I-
feel.
I am the plants.
See, I told you. I knew this would be the way.
You seek for many or one of the frost lotus, which you may have, but what will you give in return?
Well, nymph, what are you looking for? Do you take money? Do you want to do a trade? What sort of things do you
The nymph barks silently at you. Like that fucking weird Australian guy from the video. No money. Money.
Gold? Like gold and silver and things like that?
Coins.
Coins. Show me.
I will take out a few of my coppers from my pocket.
What are you accepting in payment?
So, this is a type of coin. There are other coins. I'll also take out a silver and a gold and show them the different ones.
I have no need for this coin that you have called the coin.
Okay, well, that's-
There's plenty of other things. I
Can we
have
have
some.
anything else?
I got some rations or a torch or some rope or sort of things like water. Would you like water?
I have much water already. That's why I move close to the water. There is an abundance of water, so much water here.
Well,
I will give you the cold one, the frost lotus, if it is your desire. It does not belong here, but I will call upon you one time for your time.
That's really generous of you. I'm absolutely grateful, and I'd just like to tell you that these flowers are going to go to helping some people, help them get well, and it's a really good thing you've done today.
Flowers always help the you folk.
do you have any other healing flowers?
She kind of cocks her head to one side. Like, healing for what? Healing for what?
Injury or affliction,
Sickness and
like
injury, yeah,
like-
and
when you're not feeling too good, maybe like, when you've got cuts and bruises, anything that might bring you back to.
You know
health.
people with cuts and bruises. You can bring them here, and I will try to help them for time.
Right.
okay, that's very kind of you. I wasn't thinking of anyone specifically, to be honest. Just
To be fair, time's probably quite a common herb, so
Wait.
find that.
Where is this fucking random voice coming from?
I'm not sure. Do your plants talk?
He does have quite a loud voice. He's probably in the shop 4 miles away.
Telling a story about time.
Well, no, I'm very grateful for your donation, and I see it as fit payment to offer you my time, as you say.
This is no donation. You asked for a trade, so a trade is what you will get, but I will require your time.
I understand.
Absolutely.
That's seems only
What?
fair.
May I ask what you want us to do with our time? Or have you
I
decided?
will find you when I have need of your time.
Right.
Sounds ominous, but
Sounds
fine.
good.
I've had
Well.
weirder requests, I think.
We're staying at the Siren's Sip if you need us.
Do you?
I
feel like-
know not of Siren Sip, but I will find you in time for your time.
Lovely.
Right.
We look
okay.
forward to talking to you again.
Right.
That's very
Thank
kind.
you.
Sounds
So
like you're
where
not high level enough to deal
where
with
are
this
these?
particular person.
can I grab these flowers then? Where are they? Around here somewhere.
She would reach down into. Well, I'm just calling her she, but it will reach down. It will reach down into like the ground and the like floor that is also vines and various flora and fauna would start to grow upwards, almost into like a small kind of table. And as it is building up, the table gets flat, and as it does, 4 white flowers with like bluish petals that just like you know when you like breathe in like cold air, they give off that kind of like fog, if you will. I don't know what the real name for it is, but they have that like they appear to be ambiently cold.
All right.
And as like they appear, there are 4 of them that stick up, and she would take this newfound hand that basically you replicated and like pick them off of the table as they sit and slowly hand them towards you.
Is it sensible to put them in a box or some kind of container, do you think, Nymph?
I have no box, but if you have something to put in, then
It's alright. I've got a few things. I'll stick it in my backpack. It's okay. I'm sure it'll
It-
stay.
I'm just
I-
gonna get broken.
I know not how long this will live in outside of my care, but they are yours now for your time.
What do you suggest I do to them? Do I water? Do I put them in water or put them?
You said they were being used to heal people, so go and use them to heal people.
I need to bring them back to my friends, so it's going to take some time, like many days.
We will need to transport.
It's the best way. to make
Days
sure that
should be fine.
Right. What about weeks or months?
Months, not so fine, I don't think.
They will die.
All right. So, is there any guidance you've got about how to store them without ruining them?
They need to be cold.
Right. Okay. So, I better find some way of keeping them cold then. Thank you very much, Nymph. You've been a true pleasure.
It's been lovely to meet you.
Yes, I've never met you
A nymph?
before.
No.
You've been quite a memorable chap.
Do we know?
Yes.
Do we have any idea what Nymph is?
Make me a nature or survival check with disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Not bad.
No idea. This is not anything that you've ever come across, read about. Who knows what weird, wonderful thing this is?
Okay. Right.
Well, thank you, Nymph. We'll be seeing you soon, I suppose. Come and find us. I'm happy to give you some of my time, as you keep saying. See you soon.
Not exactly sure how long we'll be in town, but will you be able to find us wherever?
I will find you in time to collect your time.
Right. When you say time, do you
Gwen-
mean
Gwen-
the herb time or our actual? You need us to help you with something, because either's fine. But I just need to clarify.
I have no need for the herb time. I
No,
do
I didn't
not.
think so. I didn't think so.
I am looking for time.
Lovely. Perfect. I'm glad you've clarified. See you later.
It's been a pleasure talking to you. See you soon.
It really has.
See you later. Buy
Bye.
time
No,
in person. Sorry, no.
No.
I switched someone said time so many times. My brain is all scrambled. Sorry, nymph. I mean, see you soon. Trying to keep out of trouble. See you later.
It would kind of turn to face you and just kind of like nod at you.
No, wait again.
And then it holds up the hand again and kind of just like walks into the wall, let's say, and just seems to merge with it.
When we're out of earshot, I'll just wide-eyed look at Gwendolyn and walk as fast as I possibly can.
So yeah, you exit the like the kind of hole in the vines, if you will, and Rev is kind of standing out there, just kind of leaned up against a wall.
Rev, you made a wise choice. There was some really strange stuff going on in there.
It looked really strange, yes, but it looks like you have the Frost Lotus. Yes, that's the one.
Indeed,
Looks right to me.
I may have just sold my soul forever to some sort of weird tree, man. So I bloody hope these people get over their affliction.
You can get a new soul at any time. It's fine.
Right. Okay. I might go and see Nymph again. This is getting rather strange. Well,
Right, come on
I'm
then.
done here.
It's done now.
I'm now over to you. Where are we going?
Oh.
Where are
To
you
the
going?
temple?
No, I'm going to the Temple of Soulia in a bit, but you can come, obviously. But I said we'd meet back at the Siren Sip.
Well, I've got a bit
Yeah.
of time.
And from memory from last week, I did say that if you wanted to go to the temple of the not Matron of Ravens of Sehanine, the Moonweaver, it's best to go not necessarily at night, but towards the end of the day at least.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's what I'm hoping to do.
because it's likely closed during the day. But you'd know that anyway.
I will
Or
go.
Beans, what are you guys? Where are you guys heading? Siren Sip, or are you going to explore some more, or what's your general kind of
We
plan?
could go and have a wander around town
Yeah,
and see if we can find the others.
Yeah.
You wander through, and it's much as I said to the other team that wandered. It's apart from where you are right now, which is kind of like the urban sprawl. When you get to the main streets, whatever, it is fanciful. There is much things being decorated, and again, there are just people generally prettifying up the town or the city by the looks of it. And yeah, I'll let you explore in your own time, and unless you have something specific that you're looking for or trying to do, I will move on to the solo adventurer.
Yeah, I don't think
Nothing
I
planned. Heading back.
Sounds
to
good?
the-
Okay.
Good.
So, Meira sticks behind in the Siren Sip. You're all here, but you're not, but that's fine. Just so you can see on the cameras for now.
Okay. I asked the barman, hello, lovely barman. If
Hi there.
I was looking for somebody who didn't really want to be found, is there a place, like a secret sort of guild? Is there a place where I might find someone who's hiding? Are there any people here who are specialists in looking for people who are hiding? Do you know anything about it?
We have a few bounty hunters, I believe, around town.
That sounds dangerous.
It depends on the kind of person you're looking for. I won't lie and tell you there's no influence around for people trying to stay hidden, or people who are especially good at trying to find other people. Depends kind of what you're looking for.
It's hard to describe. I guess if I recognized any of the names of the people who you knew, bounty hunters wise, then maybe I could try and find them.
Bounty hunter or kind of investigator, I know of one. His name is Brotor. He's kind of a half-orc gentleman who lives relatively close to the marketplace. I can give you directions if you'd like to go and see. He may know, but he's likely not to pass any information for free.
Wasn't expecting to just walk in and be able to negotiate for free. So that's fine.
Sure. Well,
I can start there and we'll see. I need to pursue as many leads as I can to find this person.
Okay. And he kind of draws you a crudely drawn map to where you need to go. You head off in that direction. Again, walking through the thoroughfare and stuff. It takes around half an hour of walking through. Are you looking for anything particular on your way, or you just kind of basically head straight there?
I'm trying to avoid being seen by anybody. So I'll take a route where I can see.
Make me a stealth check.
Well, oh, hang on, I need to go back to my
Stealth.
Oh wow, get seen by everyone.
It's hard because most of the back streets and areas where you'd be comfortable kind of going through normally are kind of being decorated up with people in them. So as much as you try and stay to the shadows and shady around, it doesn't work very well because there's just people out and about. So you aren't as hidden as you want to be, but nonetheless, it takes you a little bit of time. And looking down at the map, you look back up and kind of there's no obvious markings, but this appears to be the place that he was talking about. It just appears like a normal kind of one-story house.
I knock on the door like a normal person.
You knock on the door. It opens up. It opens up part way, and there's some sort of blocking device that keeps it only open a crack. It says, "Who are you, and what do you want?"
My name is Meira. I have been sent in your direction by a barman in the Siren Sip. I'm looking for somebody who I think is going to try to not be found. And I hear you are the person who might have some way of finding people who are secretive.
The door closes on you, and you hear a number of different things move. It is a... and then the door opens. Standing before you is a half-orc gentleman, kind of slender-looking in, funnily enough, much similar attire to you. It's black clothing, quite tight and nimble-looking, and just kind of says...
Is there anything on him that I would recognise, sort of emblems or sort of amulets-wise?
Absolutely not. No, he is very much a plain person. And he would open the door and be like, "Come in."
Yeah, tiptoe inside.
Closes the door behind and does the same kind of maneuvers to lock up the door. Very dimly lit in this room. Just a few candles that are kind of around. And after his locking behaviour was done, would turn to you, be like, "Well, you've definitely come to the right place, but it really depends on what you're looking for. Now, let's make it clear right now, I don't judge. I'll tell you whatever you need to know if I know it, but I will expect payment."
I'm not super wealthy, but I'm sure for what you can give me, I can reward you fairly. I have a note with me that has a description of Spider, the person I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm.
And I hand it over to him. I don't want to say too much because I don't know if there's other people in the house, outside the walls. I'm not trying to say too much. I as I pass the note to him with the description of her on it and her last known whereabouts, I say, I'm trying to keep this discreet.
Understood. Kind of reads over the note a little bit, looks back up at you and says, I think I know who this person is. I'm pretty interested into why you want to know where she is, but that's not really my business, so...
You can ask me, depends how much I tell you.
Okay, why do you want to know where she is?
Well, it's a personal quest. It's boyfriend related.
A scorned lover kind of situation.
I mean, that makes it sound a bit petty, but sure.
And you understand the risks and the dangers of using this, like having this information and using it.
I've been interlaced with the dangers of this particular kind of information for many years.
Well, like I said, I'm not here to judge. I know the whereabouts up to around a month ago, maybe 3 weeks.
That's more up to date than I have.
But I don't think she's going to move.
Do you mean that she's no longer with us?
Oh, she's definitely with us.
I see. What is the price of information?
This is a high-profile individual that you're looking for,
Where?
and this information comes at, if this was to be found out from me, that it came from me, then potentially life-threatening for myself. I don't really fancy moving around once again. So how about this? For 30 gold pieces, I'll write down her my recognition of her last known location and what she's up to. And then we burn the paper and pretend that we never met.
I know what your name is, so
Yeah, what did the dwarf gentleman at the bar tell you?
he didn't tell me anything. He told me where to find you. He didn't tell me your name.
Oh. Well, that's good then.
That's fine then.
Well, all right
Fine.
then.
I mean,
Do we have an agreement?
Clear deception because obviously he did. Because I don't even know what your name is, can we settle on 25?
Make me a persuasion check. You have inspiration if you want to use it now. Doesn't matter. You may give it over to anyone else who doesn't have it because you already have it.
Well, let me check the
Macro.
clover. Oh, I'm going to give it... I mean, this is a bit better because I didn't know that he gave it back to me, but I'm going to give it to Rafe because
Yeah, that's fine.
he earned my inspiration.
Rafe, take off your inspiration, symbol.
Give it to each other when we're not even with each other.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's just a party-wide thing. I mean, I randomly rolled when the natural one was rolled, and Meira was nowhere near, so it just is what it is. The reason I'm doing it this way is just it encourages to use it more instead of like saving it. Because it's there to be used.
It can come and go whenever.
Yeah, exactly.
Use that inspiration to bang some bitches.
I feel like...
Okay, well, we'll wait for that time, and hopefully that one gets rolled.
I should have asked it to, like...
Give it free.
Yeah, because that would have been fine.
I'm sure
This information comes at a great danger to my life, but I can see that you're really desperately trying to find her. So fine. We'll sell on 25 gold.
Let's see your handwriting then, buddy.
Okay. He'll turn around, light another candle on a desk behind him, just rip off a little sheet of parchment, and he will start writing down with quill and ink. And he would hand over the paper to you. I assume you read it, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you unscroll it and it says, last scene, I was about to say fail in, which is not true. Last scene, Port Damali, smuggling sued, lucrative business, war imminent with the Myriad.
That is serious information.
He looks up at you, says, do you understand?
Dodge Meta, would you mind sending that in the chat?
Absolutely.
And yes, I understand.
There's some information in here that I need to decipher, but there's some information in here that I recognise. Yes.
Oh shit! I didn't send all of it. I will give you some more information in a second when I finish writing it, because some of these things you'll definitely know. What did I say? What the fuck did I say? Sued.
Last scene, Port Damali, smuggling, sued, lucrative business, war imminent,
Yeah.
Kay's got it.
Thank you. I hadn't had that written down or prepared before, so that's excellent. Lucrative business, war with Myriad imminent. There you go. Send it to you. Okay, so Port de Mali, make me a history or survival check.
Survival power.
It's enough to know that it's the capital of the Menagerie Coast. It is north of here. Exactly how far, you're not 100%. But yeah, it's the known capital of this kind of area. Sood, you don't need to roll for Sood. You know exactly what that is. That is the most dealt drug in all of Exandria. Hard to explain exactly, but it's kind of like, we'll call it magic coke. It gives you like a head rush and a good feeling, but it also enhances magical abilities in some who already have magical abilities.
Like spice in what's it called? What's that?
I've never seen Dune, but I think I will watch it soon. The spice melange. It comes in different variants. Like I said, it's
Spike wants to get addicted to.
bad idea. It's lethal as well. It can kill people quite easily. But people love that shit. What else did I write?
Myriad.
Or hymn of the Myriad.
So the Myriad is a... again, you don't have to roll for this because you would definitely know this in the line of work that you're in. The Myriad is a criminal organization that exists throughout, specifically Wildemount, i.e. the continent you're on, that deals in all things, thieving, assassination, plots, underground, very extremely secretive organization that is kind of whispered around by name, but the inner workings of it, absolutely no idea. So, war with that, probably bad. And as the note gets handed, you read and understand it. You say, you fully understand?
I do.
Excellent. And you just like hold out a candlestick to burn that piece.
I hand over the 25.
There we go. Thank you very much.
Pleasure doing business with you, comrade.
Any time. What did you say?
Comrade.
Comrade.
I'm assuming that because you never gave me this information, I was also never here.
I have no idea who you are.
Good. In that case, I will take my leave.
Excellent. Let me get the door. Ting. And would
I try
open up the door
as I go back out onto the street, sort of check before I leave the house to make sure that nobody's seen me.
Maybe perception. Maybe a perception check as you leave.
Leave in a stealthy way.
I am super stealthy.
Hey.
Yeah, no worries. You look outside as you go, kind of like pull up your hood a little bit, look around. Doesn't appear to be anyone around that's like specifically eyeballing you, and you hastily make your way out as the door and all of the contraptions that hold that door closed get closed upon you, and you kind of rush out a little bit into the open air, and none the wiser. You're out in the market kind of streets. What do you do now?
Just intensely frustrated because I'm just running around my whole life just trying to find this person that's really annoying. I'll probably just go back to the Siren Sit because although I have information that it's not super fruitful, and I was hoping that maybe she would be here, but she's not.
Okie dokie.
When
You
I get back
head
to the
on.
bar, I have something stronger from the barman than he thinks I should have for this kind of thing.
He's had a shipment in. He's got a few more bottles of Vega because a few of them were drunk last night. And there's all kinds of weird and wonderful things. Cool. So Siren Sit for you. I'm going to assume that most of the party kind of head back this way eventually.
Can I have one thing I'd quite like to do.
Sure.
Is there like a guard station? I'm trying to find out if someone has come through town and committed any crimes.
there are various guard towers, and the guard presence in the city seems quite high at the moment. You just asking someone?
Yeah, I guess
Like-
so. Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
so the first.
still with you at this point. I mean, I presume
I guess
am,
so, yeah.
But unless you've shaken
I think it's
me
when we're walking back from the clothes shop.
You approach a guard, female guard, like kind of half-elven looking woman with a little serious look on her face as you approach.
Okay. Hey, excuse me.
Hello, yeah?
Like, I'm looking for, like, one of my friends, and I think she might, like, been through town and maybe got into some fights.
That's a good start. One of your friends, brilliant. What, has she been in another one, or what's,
I don't know. I was just, like, wondering if, like, she'd been through and you'd seen her. Her name is, Fiona, and she's a gnome. Got red hair, really vicious.
kind of looks up to the sky to try and reach into her memory banks for a minute, shakes her head and goes, never heard of her, sorry.
Is there like a central list of crimes committed? Can I like go and ask like the central guard people?
Yes, we do keep record, but they're not public information, so you can't just look at the list, no.
Oh.
It's personal information, you can't just willy-nilly, that's our information, you can't just go in and...
GDPR, bitch.
Yeah, you can't do that.
I was having this conversation the other day. That's so
No, we don't.
weird.
We don't give out the criminal history of residents of Phelan or anyone else who's passed through, no.
Okay, but if I was like looking for someone that I'm worried about, where's the best like guard station to go talk to people?
Well, you're worried about her, but you're trying to find her.
Yeah, I want to go talk to the main like head of guards. How do I do that?
She was kind of loud to herself, like, I mean, you're not going to go see the guard captain for... You have some idea of what's going on in the next, like, tomorrow, right? It's a little, like, she's a little busy right now.
I'm like, dude, I'm like a personal friend of the Marquise. I know what's going on.
I've never heard of you.
Well, you'll see me tomorrow at the party. Are you going?
Well, I'll be working, yeah.
I thought, dude, that sucks. I'll be at the party.
You're doing a real good job of trying to convince me to try and help your friend, but... Sure, if you're at the party, yeah, maybe I'll see you, but to be honest, who cares? She kind of turns
What's
back
the,
to, like, door post.
Alright, fine. Okay. Forget that line of inquiry. Okay, I'm done.
Spike, who is Fiona?
Oh my god, man, she's like this totally rad redhead who is a friend of my uncle's, and I'm trying to find her.
But you're asking whether she's committed any crimes. Is she a vagabond, a deviant?
She's like an adventurer, but she's a bit like... She's got a bit of a temper.
Ah, I
She
see.
likes to fight, especially like people bigger than her, which is everyone.
I see. And does she start these fights or finish them?
She definitely finishes them, man.
Ah. Sounds like an interesting character I would like to meet someday.
Oh yeah, man, she's hot as hell.
Let us head back to the tavern. You have a quest to complete.
There's this little there's like a way mark appear on my mini map.
Yeah, Soulia walks around with a
What's that
constant yellow
exclamation mark?
exclamation. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, there it
Every
is.
now and again, my character just goes, "We really should get back to the tavern." I don't know why we're totally.
It just walks on the spot
Yeah.
and like changes direction.
Occasionally, just walks into a wall, just like.
Yeah. He's gonna play an NPC for like 100 episodes. Okay, so you guys head back to the Siren Sip, and it's probably best to just say that eventually you all kind of convene around to the Siren Sip. Some later than others.
Can I just say one
But,
little
yeah.
thing?
You did say you were back at
Very
midday. Yeah, go on.
Can we whiz? We don't need to do this, but can I whiz to shop and buy like a polish for my armor? A brass.
Oh yeah, that's no issue at all. You find an armorer. A blacksmith kind of gent is working pretty hard, and yeah, the transaction's fairly easy. It's like 2 silver pieces to get some, essentially just like beeswax that you can wipe in and out of the armor, and it makes it a little more shiny.
How
No
gold-
issue.
How many silvers are in a gold?
10. 10, 10, 10.
So...
Yeah, 10,000.
It's quite nice looking armor you got there. Do you always polish it?
I mean, it's going to take a while to polish, but, you know,
I
that's...
do like to keep it in good nick. You like my moons and my stars? Do you like
Yes,
them?
I do. I don't even know. Is this like flirting? This is
No,
just
it's
kind
not
of.
flirting at all.
No.
I love how you are trying to rizz up your actual girlfriend, and it's failing.
No, I
That's the
mean,
best bit about this.
I,
Been together for a billion years, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna rizz up my own girlfriend. Failure.
please, can I roll? Can I at least try that?
Sure, roll. Be in that one, please.
She's not really
Just roll,
resistant. She's a bit
just
like...
roll me a straight up charisma check. Let's see. Go on.
Right,
She's a bit
alright,
like...
right. I'm gonna charisma check you.
unsure. She's never really had to deal with a young, handsome, flirty young man.
Creeps. Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Oh,
9.
Oh, that's the
No,
story
she's-
of my life.
Might work.
No.
No.
You lose
she's
your girlfriend in real life.
Pretty like...
Roll a natural 1. The mother of your child. Leave
Yeah,
you.
dice tell the story, man. What can I say? It's the way it goes.
It's like
Cool.
using that 8 ball and it just says better luck next time.
Yes. With armor polish bought and Riz failed, you head back to the Siren Sip kind of way, because you did say you'd meet up here around midday anyway, and you'll converge in. There's a few more people here now, I'll chuck them in, sure, why not? There's a few more people having a few lunchtime beers.
Kind of flying in through the walls.
Yeah, I mean, they just push them onto the side.
Whoa!
Whoa.
So many nymphs coming in through the walls.
If you want to talk about nymphs, we just met the strangest guy. I could have sworn when he opened his mouth he's going to say, I am Groot, or
I
something.
think it was I don't think it was necessarily a guy.
Oh, did you
I don't know.
ask his pronouns, did you?
Well, I don't think we should assume them.
Oh, for God's sake.
Yeah, it's current year! Ooh,
I
Well,
believe this.
I don't think Elliot's role playing right now. Are you role playing, Elliot? Come on.
Kill
Get into
me!
This whole campaign is just woke passion.
yeah.
It's like, I'm trying to like get laid. It's like we don't get laid in the Middle Ages.
it. Not by skulking creeps. No.
Skulking at a party. That girls loved that in the 90s.
90s.
Yeah,
Bit of
like
90s vibe, is it?
yeah, it's like
90s, what, when you were 7?
Skulking.
I got a lot of
It's just
I
that
got
word, mate.
A
Skulking.
lot of action those.
Yeah, I got a lot of tail. It was my era.
Yeah, we just bumped into the strangest creature. It was like she was, or they were. I don't know what they were, but it was like they were bark, and they kind of melded into the wall, and then they saw a hand, and they'd make a hand. It was very interesting. She was holding it.
Were you able to find your flower?
Indeed, I did.
We were
I'm
successful in that.
Or I'm trying to figure out a way of keeping it cold. Apparently it needs to stay cold, but I have no idea how I'm gonna do it.
Barman's
Maybe
probably
the
got
barman's
some
on
ice.
fridge, yeah.
Nice, mate.
Like a, like
It's
a,
got a fridge.
like a,
Fucking hell, what's
like a
that?
medieval fridge.
What, like
Yeah,
a
just opens
cellar
up.
full of salt
Yeah.
and ice?
Exactly. Just loads, like a big stone thing
And ice was...
with loads of ice in.
I'm pretty sure ice is one of the most expensive things in this area.
Probably.
Bottle of ice cold
Expect some
Budweiser,
nice
please,
room.
Barman.
Do you want to go and ask him if he's got an ice room?
Excuse me, do you have a magnum? Like a nice cold magnum on a night like this? No, I'm right. I go and ask him, but I think for my learnings, it might be best that I keep it in some form of wrapping. It keeps it
Yeah.
cold.
How are you?
I won't make you go through the torture of going to ask for ice. No is the answer. It's very warm in this place. Because you're next to the coast and it's kind of quite far south where you are in comparison.
Perhaps we should consider, once our affairs are settled here, that we head to your land to save your people.
Indeed, that sounds like a great plan.
Where,
A
what's
noble
your name
quest, certainly.
Rafe, like, remind me where you're from, man.
again?
Well, that's a good question. So I'm actually. Oh god, this accent's really hard. I'm actually from the south.
You're from a small village called Cora's Edge.
I'm from a small village called Cora's Edge. I think
Which
it's in the
is
south of
yeah.
here. Which to the
How many
south.
nights travel is Cora's Edge, my
Like,
friend?
how far south, man?
Like several days, I believe.
Well, a long time.
Dodge, is
Wait a
south
minute.
the direction of Nicodranus?
It is indeed, yeah.
Okay.
You have to pass
The way
through.
the way that nymphs go. Nymph? No, you're not a nymph, unless. The way that Rafe is going to describe it is, yeah, it's further south than Nicodranus. No, it's kind of east of Nicodranus a little bit, but it's in the south
Both
relative
south.
direction of where you are. Around 9 days travel.
It's not-
That
it's
seems
not-
reasonable to me.
Who
I mean,
knows where we're
I just want to
starting.
go south, so I'm totally up for going to wherever the fuck you're from, as long as it's to the south, because I need to get to Nicodranus.
It's pretty cool place, I have to say. So, what?
So there's my watch, I don't know it.
Sorry, but I don't know where
I
Nicodranus
thought you just
is.
said like, I thought you said, what the fuck, man? That's what-
What the fuck, man? I don't know what
No,
that is.
it was, I don't know what it did. I waved it and then it did.
Like,
It doesn't,
hey Siri.
I don't understand how to do it.
What the
Yeah,
fuck?
I think so, but it's
What do
just
you want?
listening all the time. It's just Apple listening to me.
Yeah, who
Talking about
knows what it
influence.
knows. Right, well, I think we get better wait and go to this party and then head off. Hey, Rev, how are you feeling?
Yes, I'm good. Yeah, it's a very strange town that we're in, but I'm glad to be here. I'll get a drink.
I, for one, am
Quiet
happy
today.
to follow the lead of those in need.
As the crow, like, is there a map? Do we know where it is?
We go try and buy a map if you like.
Maybe we should go to a cartographer.
It's alright, I'm quite proficient in navigation.
I mean, I'm imagining you know where
Yeah,
you're.
but do you have a
I,
map?
I know where I live.
Yeah, but do you have a map?
I don't need a map. I'm a ranger. I've been taught my entire life how to keep track and navigate.
But you don't
I
make
just-
maps.
been
I don't
given
need maps.
I've
Not
been
even
given
like
a
ship.
location for somewhere that I'd like to visit. I mean, it could be quite
Right.
dangerous, so I don't know if you guys want to join.
Oh right. Well, if you need somewhere peculiar, then maybe I've never been. But
But
If it's
also,
some-
if we're going towards your town, and then one of the places that I'm interested in is kind of on the way, or like on the way further, but continued in the right direction,
Right.
then obviously that would help me make a decision as to how useful it is for me to go there with you guys.
that's a grand
I want to
idea.
stick around with you guys though, because you seem like a nice bunch.
Yo, Meira, where are you going, man?
Bear with. It's another port town called Damali. Want to go there?
Marty, I believe I
Do I
know
know where
that
that
place.
is? Dodge, do I know where that is?
Yeah.
You do, because you set sail from there. Port de Mali is further north, and it's close to where you're from. You're originally from the town of Palma Flora, which
Yeah.
is where you travelled up, and the next, the city that you ended up in, Port de Mali, the capital of the Menagerie Coast, is where you met Rev.
Mhm.
And following
Yeah.
down on the road, you eventually met Soulia and Finley, etc. So you've been to Port de Mali, yeah. It's the biggest city by far, and
But it's north, right? And I
it is north, yeah.
Yeah,
Indeed.
Spike's trajectory is sort of the opposite to us, which is a bit annoying for you, Spike.
And me. I need to go south as well.
Rev needs to go south too.
Oh, okay.
Well, I just
trajectory is
need
the
to go
opposite.
wherever the Moonweaver takes me.
Well, how far north is your town?
I would know that, Dodge, wouldn't I? Because I came from there.
It took you around a week or more to get from Port de Mali to Phelan. Yeah, about 8 days maybe.
I mean, if you
And
go
around.
back down to Nicodranus, then I might be able to find out some more information from there if you're trying to head down there. but I do need to go north at some point. I don't know if it's urgent, because the last known location of the person I'm looking for isn't super up to date anyway. But also, the more that she slips through my fingers, the less likely it is that I'm actually going to be able to find her. So it's a bit difficult. But I don't want to lose you guys because you're my new people.
Specifically, the guy who told you, whose name you didn't share to divulge, did say, "This is where I last knew her, but she's unlikely to move." Because then you asked if she was dead.
Yeah.
With
So, yeah.
this flower, are we talking a life and death situation?
I think no, well, not life and death, but just an experiment with my friend Wando. So, there are people in pain, and it'd be nice to deliver it.
Tell me more. What pain? Why?
It's joint pain. So we have quite an elderly population in Car's Edge, and some of them are my friends, and family, or extended family for the inn my mother ran, and we just want to ease their pain. There is another way. I could send a message to Hondo to meet us here, but these flowers are perishable. I'm worried that if I don't go soon, then they may die. I could send them on a cart down south, but I'm worried they might get.
To be honest, you've put a lot of effort into finding them. It'd be a bit ridiculous if we just let them die.
Indeed, but I could send a messenger or some sort of caravan that might be heading south. It might be worth us trying to find a way of getting down there faster.
Either way, we may have sold our souls, so I want those flowers to get where they need to go.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yes. I will not allow for the suffering of others for the sake of personal vendetta. We should head south once we are done here.
Meira sort of sighs and looks visibly miffed, but doesn't say anything.
Could we maybe employ someone to go and look on your behalf, Meira?
I think it would be too dangerous.
Make some inquiries.
I can continue on the road and make sure that there's people on our side who are making inquiries, but it's for me to discover you and for you to join me if you fancy it.
If the one you wish to seek is unlikely to move, then perhaps it would be wiser to head to the place where people are going to potentially die.
That's why. Yeah. I'm not about to allow the continued suffering of an entire population just for the sake of my running around the country trying to find ones.
That is highly honourable of you.
I have never been described as that before.
Very grateful. You guys are
Well,
very kind.
today must be a day of firsts. I bought my first set of clothes today.
You've never had clothes before?
Never bought
Well,
the entire time?
I've been given clothes, but I've never bought
realised
my
you were
own.
naked.
How much cash did you splash in these clothes then, guys?
65 gold, but I'm hoping to haggle with the fair maiden who runs the shop.
Well, surely you've spent the cash, no?
No,
Dude,
not
I
yet.
think that time has passed. We're not going to get any discount.
Well,
What did you get, Spike?
Oh my god, I got like the most bomb jacket. It's like black and glittery and shoulders and it's fucking awesome. And buckles.
Sounds cool.
Lots of buckles. There's
Sounds
no
like
point to these
the sort of
buckles.
thing that they may not usually have had in that particular store, but did they look at you a little perplexed?
I mean, the bitch was like super snooty, but like the jacket
it was a
is
bitch, yes.
a bomb. So man, it looks cool. You look cool.
I don't recall there being any bombs in the shop, but I do recall her being a bitch, yes.
Yes. Soulia, man, tell them how awesome this jacket was, right?
It
I
was
wasn't expecting
it was a rather fine jacket, yes.
Yes, rather fine jacket, absolutely.
Sounds great. Can't wait to see it. Sounds like the bomb, as you say.
Well, I
Yeah.
got some polished
Yes.
armor. That's good.
As black as the night sky, and as bold as the hair on Spike's head.
Pretty fucking bold, man.
You could have
Pretty
said as
fucking
bold as myself. You don't have hair.
I think that like it's a bold hair choice, as in like BOLD,
Yeah,
not as in BALD.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Bold.
Gwendolyn, do you think your armor polish would do these boots? Is it multi-purpose?
Beeswax, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think it'll be fine. Then I don't know. I've got a lot of armor, so I can't guarantee there's gonna be a lot left.
So I only need a tiny bit.
Do you
Okay.
heavy plate?
No. I think I'm just chain. I think
She's
I'm
half
actually just
You're
chainmail.
you're
I'm
paladin, or you're cleric?
chainmail at the moment, but I just want it to sparkle.
She's a cleric.
Ah.
But I will.
She's pocket heels.
Mm.
Gonna look awesome.
Right.
Alrighty then. So lunch is had in the Siren's Sip. The afternoon rolls around. I won't, unless you said you wanted to haggle. So we will quickly jump to Spike and Soulia heading back to Phelan's Fantastical Fancies and Fashions.
So should we do this as if we're on the way? Because Kate's character and I wanted to go to her temple towards
Okay.
dusk. So should
temple.
we? Is that all right if
Yeah,
we do it sort of
towards
en
the
route to
evening.
Yeah,
there?
I can just hang out outside the temple, so I'm happy to go along.
Did anybody else
Or
want to come to the
head
temple?
back.
I'll be interested to see it.
Rafe,
You
do you
picked it
want
up
to come to the
now.
temple?
So.
I'd love to.
Come on, Rev.
I've never been.
Rev, do you want to come to the temple?
Just
Oh, sure.
religious.
Sure, yes, I'll come along, but I'm not really interested in this temple. But yes, I mean, I'm not staying here on my own, so sure, why not?
You can just hang out outside.
Okay, so the party, in the kind of later going on afternoon, the party heads out towards, first of all, Phelan's Fantastical Fancies and Fashions. As you approach, the same familiar sight greets you of the, like, very fanciful looking store, the double story, the red linen kind of everywhere, and you enter Soulia and Spike. The bell rings once again, and the same woman is standing in basically the exact same position she was before, and as you enter, nose up, was like, yes, your vestments are completed.
Is this
There
Vietnam?
was-
Like turn around.
Yeah, the turnaround. Yeah.
What kind of sweatshop are they running?
Yeah, I mean, magic. I don't know anything. Funnily enough, I know nothing about costume making, but there you go. A fleet, a team of people have been working on it for many hours. And she would be like, yes, the adjustments have been made, and they are ready for you. Tagar will dress you accordingly. Takes Soulia first. The fit is astounding. It's got your measurements perfect. And as you wear it, you're described like kind of white vestments with gold inlays all over. You look pretty swanky.
What about Spike's jacket?
Spike, this jacket is so fucking cool, man. Holy shit. So this black leather jacket that was a little bit big for you at the start has been taken in tremendously to fit you pretty well. It has like 10 buckles on each side, so like like 2 on each shoulder, and there's like 4 that kind of, you know, like are on like the I don't know, stomach area. They're massive like silvery looking things. There it is. They've also added these like small metal studs to the bottom of like the rim of the jacket.
Extra studs! Oh, dude.
And
That's amazing.
the young kind of gnome gentleman would be like, yeah, I thought this would be the kind of look you're going for, and I'm pretty impressed with what I've done there.
I immediately put it on. I'm so excited.
I mean, it looks fucking cool, man.
I'm gonna add it to my character sheet right now.
I'll say it's not even like anymore. It's just going to be.
Because
Like
I paid
what-
75 gold for it. It better go on my
Exactly.
character sheet.
And then yes,
What
you're
for that?
you are dressed up, and the woman Yavanna would be like, astounding! You look incredible. Another is the matter of payment.
Of course.
I immediately hand over the 75 gold that I owe.
Is this Edna?
She would write you. I've never seen it, so I have no idea. I made this character up in my head, but
I understand that the tradition in these parts is to haggle for one's items they wish to purchase. I will start at 55 gold.
I'm afraid if you wanted to haggle on price, you should have done it before the custom fit was included. So the price was 65 gold pieces, and if you do not pay the 65 gold pieces, then you cannot own the item.
60 gold pieces.
I do not think you understand the meaning of this transaction.
You drive a very hard bargain, madam. 64 pieces of gold.
If I have to fetch the guard, I will.
You are far better at haggling than I am, my dear. 65 it is. I relinquish my...
As said, if you wished to haggle on price, you should have haggled on price before having the custom adjustments made to the attire.
My apologies. This is my first time that I have ever haggled for wares. I'm still new to it, but I clearly see that I am in front of a master of haggling.
That seems.
Indeed.
What the fuck did you guys do?
To him, he has just done some serious haggling. Like, in his head, he's like,
I am well done.
I have nailed haggling, and I have learned from the master. That is, woo, wow. I am, yeah, very fucking.
She is the one.
Yeah,
Seriously, I
she's
think you
so
really had her then.
genius, amazing.
The gold is handed over, and she would give you both basically receipts of sale. She would write them out in front of you and hand them over. Like, enjoy your attendance to the party tomorrow.
Dodge, as I'm just adding this to my character sheet, and I note that it has this effects tab. As my jacket looks so fucking awesome, do I get any like coolness bonus or
No, there is no magical effect to this full badass metal jacket, battle jacket, if you will. But I mean, there is potential future enchantments available, so you go and see the right person who could do that. But currently, no, it is cool looking.
just a jacket? Okay, got it.
But it is just a jacket.
Cool.
Worth an ask.
Jacket.
It will make them respect you. For sure.
Sure.
There's no denying it looks cool. It definitely does, but it's not magical in any way.
Added it to my
Cool.
character sheet. Badass
With-
leather jacket of awesomeness.
Excellent.
What am I adding, Dodge?
Whatever you like. To be fair, whatever you want to call it, but they're your clothes. You may name them as you wish. Vestments of gold and white goodness.
White and gold vestments.
How do I?
Are they common, uncommon, rare, very rare, legendary, etc.?
They just call them rare, but it doesn't matter. You know, they're clothes. Anyway,
They're rare.
I mean they're technically rare because they're probably one of a kind because they're custom made to you.
Yeah.
But either way,
You both look the part.
you.
You're gonna really stand out this party tomorrow.
Not in a bad way.
Hell yeah.
Not in a bad way. This guy looks like a shake. You look fantastic.
Why, thank you, my friend. I appreciate your kindness. Obi, stop.
What was that?
What the fuck? And the whole shop falls down. It's a cave in. It's just a mountain of clothes. Okay, as you guys leave Phelan's Fantastical Fancies and Fashions, it is getting towards the late afternoon, and I believe you're heading to the Temple of the Moon Weaver.
You can yesterday.
It's over to you, Gwen.
Alright, we'll do it like that.
Time for you to do your thing.
Okay, so you get directions to the Temple of the Moon Weaver. It's around 10 minutes from where you are. There is kind of a semi-religious district where there are a few temples, but there's nothing grandiose so much in this city. They are relatively simple temples. As you approach the temple specifically designed for the Moonweaver, there is only one window as you kind of approach, and you can see it's towards the back. It is stained glass, but you wouldn't really see it until you enter. The doors are open for people to wander in and out.
I will go in.
Okay.
I follow.
Alone? Okay, just you.
Like to
Anyway, is everyone out?
I'm gonna stay outside.
Who's in? Who's out?
I mean,
I'm in.
Okay, so
I'm just standing
Three.
in the back. I'm observing, but I'm interested.
Sure. Okay, so 3 in, 3 out. Rev will stay out as well. You 3 approach in, and it's a dimly lit chamber. You walk into some double doors that are wide open. There are pews, or as you enter, and it opens out into like a pretty much an empty-looking space. There's a single lectern on one side, like on the far end, and the main centerpiece of the temple is a large stained glass depiction of, for those who haven't seen anything like it, which most of you probably wouldn't, it's a this like slender looking blue skinned woman, and the cloth that's kind of attached to her and her hair, which looks kind of like white cloth in this kind of stained glass depiction, it's all like white and all of it's flowing, and she's kind of got like a cheeky little smirk on her face, and she's looking down on the temple, and like what moonlight is coming in from Katha, which is the white moon, it kind of shines through it in that direction, which is kind of what's giving it the dimly lit appearance at the moment.
Is there like an altar? Did you say there's an altar kind of near?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a single figure dressed in priestly robes here. It's a kind of like dark scaled dragonborn looking man.
Good afternoon, sir. Evening.
Hello there, how can I help you?
Just come to pay my respects.
Child of the Moonweaver, you are always welcome.
Thank you. These are my
I'm
friends.
standing next to her.
To observe. I go up to the altar and I kind of like remove my warhammer and kind of place it head down and kind of kneel over it and take a moment to, do my thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll stand up and I'll go and talk to the guy. Again? What was he again? No, what did you say?
It's a dragonborn gentleman, like kind of dark scales, dressed in like white and blue kind of robes. He's kind of just not watching you as much, but just kind of observing as you pay your respects. Looks towards Soulia and to Meira, who are there, and kind of like smiles and nods his head.
I very much mimic Gwen's movements.
I stay quite close to the back of the temple and sit in one of the unoccupied seats and in the pews and don't really get involved. I'm just watching.
He would still kind of like bow towards you and smile as you take your seat at the pew and look towards Soulia, bow his head, like, welcome, friend.
Thank you. Thank you for allowing me into your temple.
All are welcome under the Moonweaver's embrace.
And I hold my hand to my chest and do a deep bow, and then continue to mimic Gwendolyn.
Do you get many followers of the Moonweaver around here?
We do. We get many sailors. They are looking for guidance and safe passage through the night as they go about on their travels and merchandise.
Lovely. I'm mostly here because I want to be in the place that belongs to my goddess, but also, do you have anything? I'm on a bit of a journey to find out more about the Moonweaver, and I'm wearing a kind of brooch that is in the shape of a half moon with the what does it look like? It's like a half moon with a star in it. Is that right?
It's kind of like how do you describe? So it's like a bow, sort of. The crescent moon, and it's kind of like strung like a bow.
Yeah. And I kind of touch that and say, the Moonweaver appeared to me, and she presented me with this brooch, and I am doing what I can to find out more about her and more about my journey and where she may want to take me. And I mean, if you have any advice, I'd be much appreciated. If not, that's absolutely fine. I'll just go and have a nice pray.
The deities send us messages in mysterious ways. They do not speak language as we do, as I'm sure you are aware. Most followers of gods that at least I know of get most of their messages through visions, unfortunately sometimes quite cryptic. If you have had any visions recently that have been quite vivid, then if you tell me, then maybe I can help you to further understand, but there is no guarantee, as I have said. They're usually cryptic and often tailored to the person who has them.
Yeah, I believe I have had a vision. They've been plaguing me for a while now, and they seem to be growing stronger and more regular. A lot of, all moving very quickly. I don't know if it would help me, but there's, a falling star and a tomb and all sorts, and I don't know really. I don't know if you had heard of any other people that may get other visions from the Moonweaver, or...
It is a blessing to receive a vision from our goddess.
Absolutely.
And while cryptic, she will help you guide you on the path when she deems it necessary. As Katie just says, "Fuck this," and she bounces out. Fuck this god shit, I'm out. I would encourage you to look deeper on your visions and try and understand their meaning.
I will. Thank you. Thank you for your sage advice. May you be as blessed as I. And I will go and again go and sit and pray and see if I can, do any of the visions come to me, or do I hear anything, or...
Minutes, please. Oh, I just rolled that as you. What the fuck? No, I'm meant to do that. As you sit there and pray at the altar, there's no kind of vision comes to you at that moment. No, you're just peacefully enjoying the relative silence of the temple. The Dragonborn priest has moved on to another couple of sailor-looking folk who are sat in pews and giving them their blessing as well.
Okay, so once I've done that, I'll recognise that my friends are waiting for me, and I'll head on out again.
The Dragonborn would say to you, "Safe travels."
And to you too. Blessed be the Moonweaver. I don't know. I need to say.
This
This place is kind of creepy.
Whilst all that was going on, I'm praying to Pelor, as I know too. I don't really think about the fact that I'm not in Pelor's temple. I'm just in a temple, so I'm doing it.
Do you say anything out loud, or is this just in your...
No, it's very much the visions that I've had previously have all been with just thoughts alone. So it's always been silent prayer.
Okay. Is there anything else?
I still try and respect the Moonweaver as I'm doing so.
Yeah, sure.
No, because I don't really... Well, I'm just on a journey to find a bit more about her, and so no, I'll just... Next temple I'll stop in and have a little chat with him.
Excellent. as you guys kind of would leave, the Dragonborn priest would bow his head, and to Soulia he would say to you, "Safe travels, friend. There is no dusk without the dawn."
On it.
That guy is quite insightful.
I might have to use that later.
Might use that.
Soulia will remember that.
Thank you, my brother.
It's always
Like-
darkest
Yeah,
before the dawn.
and I grab his hand and I say, "May forever your journey be brightened with the light of the dawn and the moon." And I leave.
You guys.
It's always darkest before the dawn. Something Florence on the machine.
It's always down. And that song is blasting to the temple at all times.
And there's just this
Okie
skinny
dokie.
ginger lady, like on acid, dancing on the stage the whole time.
As
High on life. Come on.
As indeed dawn turns to dusk, you guys find yourself at the kind of nightly hours now going into. Do you have anything else you wish to do before heading back to your lodgings at the Siren Sip?
I think so.
Not today.
No, not today.
Okay. Red following in tow, you head back to the Siren Sip to get your night's rest. Is there...
Today.
Awfully
Are
quiet.
you sure there's nothing you wanted to do today, Rev?
I've been busy, okay? You just haven't been with me. I've been doing all kinds of things today.
I've been super mega busy, you guys.
Yes.
Guys, I've been mega busy.
Could we do
Heading
something?
back then.
Remember when I wasn't there for a week for a session, and you guys ended up having sex with one of my old characters?
Yeah, but not you. So.
It's too early in the
Oh
campaign.
yeah, and you go to the Siren Sip, and Chingo's there with his fucking bent over the table. Hey! No. Okay, so you head back to the Siren Sip. Is anyone doing anything crazy before nightfall? Is there a massive rage, or are you just gonna wait, like kind of get ready for the day ahead?
As I leave the temple, I will say, "Let the shadows protect you from the burning light." No, let the shadows
The
protect
Starfish
you.
party just in a bunch of NPCs. You're
Okay.
talking shit.
I need a saying. You need to come up with a saying.
I don't have a fucking.
I give Katie more gold for completing the
That
quest
one.
of guiding
Yeah,
back.
sure,
Yeah.
Well, whoever dev this game is so stupid. You just keep giving out free gold. It's like an infinite money glitch.
All you gotta do is just get me to very easy places along the map.
Quest complete. Quest complete. Quest
I-
complete.
Can I open up the command line and type the word mother load, please?
No! You can have 999,999.
Yeah, I win.
Okay. Is anyone doing anything crazy before bedtime?
No.
Okay.
No,
I'll polish my armor and my boots, and then let
Yeah.
Excellent.
Meira
If
polish.
there's any
her
polish left, yeah.
Yeah.
Can Gwendolyn polish my helmet, please?
boots. Polish your helmet.
You're not wearing one. You're not wearing one.
Wow.
I still polish it.
Sheesh.
Nice and shiny.
I knew that. Yeah,
She's not that kind of girl.
I knew a 9 would get it.
Pretty
Fish up on the
naive.
Excellent. So,
She's working on
just-
it. It
she
might
will-
happen.
She rolled a
She's-
6. So
She's my natural 1.
She rolled a 6.
Oh, thanks, babe.
anyway, moving back to the game. You head back to the Siren Sip. You have dinner and maybe a few drinks, but nothing crazy because you know tomorrow is a big day. And as you head up to bed, you move over into the eve of the very next day will be the Marquis Hector Saliva's 60th birthday.
Oh,
But in the
yeah,
night-
it's time.
But in the
Yes.
night,
Oh.
Gwen,
Ooh.
you are soundly sleeping and all is going well.
Here I come.
When you feel a pinch, what the? No. Fucking
Not the
freak.
campaign, guys. I'm not
Yeah,
signing up
definitely
for
not.
this. Veto.
When
Veto. Safeguarding
Gwendolyn,
issues. Flagging.
yeah, when Gwendolyn Starcaller, you have a familiar now vision that you've had a few times that flashes through your head the same again. You see the like a falling star coming from the sky, and then you see you see it like land into like a large field of wheat. You see a tomb that is kind of uncovered, and you see like there's like a sarcophagus that like violently opens, and then that disappears, and you see like the sky's view of a tropical island that flashes past. There's a volcano near it. You see a dark star that's kind of surrounded by like a shadow, and then it zooms out to realize that you're in the eye of a spider, and then that vision just keeps going on and on, like just flashing violently as you've had many times before. But then it stops on a more vivid and longer image of this falling star that's hurtling down from the sky at a massive speed, and you can see it like going towards like this field of wheat. And as the vision kind of zooms in closer to this falling star, you can see that it's no rock or anything, it is a person, and they are hurtling as fast as they can down to the sky. And that's where we're going to end session 2 of Adventures in Exandria.
Oh my gosh!
You keep saying
Oh my
field of
God.
wheat, it's just making you think of Theresa May.
I don't. I
find
wish
a-
I knew that reference, but I don't. What's that?
I'm trying to find
When she got asked what was like the naughtiest thing she ever did, she was like, "Oh, running through the fields of wheat when I was a child, getting chased
What
by
the
the
fuck? I've
farmer."
never seen that, but I have to watch that later. Anyway, we will end session 2 and pick up next time with session 3 with potentially a new member of the party. Lol. I.e. the baby.
Oh right.
And specials, yes.
This season.
Joe
Okay.
Madge turns up.
Hey Joe, I play D&D with him all the time. Anyway, leaving it there.
Alright, we'll end it there.
Yeah.
Bye, 10
Nice.
viewers or 8 viewers or however many it is.
Oh yeah.
Bye
See
me.
you later.
Bye.
Bye, Dodge. Bye,
Bye,
Pete.
Dodge.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.